Welcome to Be Bold Branding. You've heard that your sphere of influence paves the road to success in real estate, and that's partly true. But today we're going to talk about why so many agents starve inside their sphere. Does that sound familiar? Well, we'll tell you why that happens and what you can do about it. I'm Tanya Eberhardt, founder of BrandFace, where we help business stars differentiate themselves, and we do that through personal branding.
And I'm Michael Carr. I'm the COO of BrandFace. I was actually a client before I became a partner in the only comprehensive personal brand building system across the globe. We're the only ones, folks. We're going to show you a lot about what we do and why we do it. I want to talk about the math. Let's get right into it really quick because everybody knows about your SOI, your sphere of influence. I teach it to my agents all the time and how important it is. But look, after doing this for 28 years, I can tell you that you can starve to death inside your sphere of influence if you don't focus on growing that sphere of influence. It's very important. Let's look at the math. If I was to ask each one of you to write down 100 names of people and phone numbers of people that would pass your name on to just one more person that might do business with you, most of you couldn't do it, be honest. The honest truth of it is, it would be hard for any of us if we have not focused on actually building that sphere of influence and actually knowing those people in that sphere of influence, all right? We're not talking about peripheral stuff. We're talking about your sphere of influence, people that you know fairly intimately, that you have a relation with, okay? Most of us couldn't do it. Don't feel bad about that. So don't beat yourself up. Just set yourself a goal, okay? Because of that same reason, I probably couldn't either. But let's look at how the numbers play out. If you reach out to 100 people that would pass your name on to one more person, right? 10% of them might respond to you and actually reach out to somebody they know on your behalf. Out of those people, 10% are probably only going to respond to needing you as a real estate professional, right? So that's only one new customer per your entire sphere of influence. Now, for granted, if you did it every month and you did it religiously every month, that should be one more deal every month. But folks, if you want to really build your real estate career, you can't do it off 12 deals a year. All right. I don't care what your price point is. You need to be shooting for double that minimum. If you really want to obtain the life that you want, right? But if you want to get your business to where you want it to go. And so you can't just stop there. You have to build this sphere of influence. How do you do it? Let's talk about it.
All right, well, let's take it one step further first. Let's say you know 500 people in your sphere of influence, and you not only know them, they're actually in your CRM and they receive regular correspondence from you, right? That's great. But here's the factor we don't always think about, guys. How many other agents do those same people know? How likely are they to choose you even if you stay out in front of them with constant communication? Here's the great secret to it all. They're probably not likely to remember you unless you give them something different to remember. And that's what we're talking about today.
Yep, it's no secret. It all begins with differentiating yourself. That is the most important thing, is the very premise of the business that we have built. And we have 41 states with agents in it, right? And growing, okay? So the first step is definitely differentiating yourself. What sets you apart? You have to figure that out. And if you'd like more information about that, or you don't really even know what that looks like, you can go to discussyourbrand.com and you can book a free 30-minute session. And you might even get Tanya or I. We try to fill some of those calls because we like, honestly, that's where our heart is. We want to stay in touch with that situation. So go to discussyourbrand.com. If you don't even know exactly what we're talking about, how do I differentiate myself? If you're one of those people that think, well, I'm just sort of like everybody else, well, you need to call discussyourbrand.com. You need to go to discussyourbrand.com and book a call, because we're going to show you that that's wrong. You are special. There is a point of differentiation, and that point of differentiation is what you need to be marketing against all of that sea of sameness that everybody else does, okay? And that's why we created that ability to get in touch with us, right? For most of us, the brand is the toughest part. And if it isn't built, it's not really marketing. That's really what it boils down to. It has to be built, and then it has to be marketed. If you think marketing is just literally just putting out, hello, I'm Michael Carr, and I can help you in real estate, you're going to get lost.
real fast.
Yeah.
Is in what we call the sea of sameness.
The sea,
Of
not the
sameness.
sea, not like
Not
the letter,
the lake, not
like
the pond,
sea,
the
the
sea.
ocean of sameness, like that is out there right now. I mean, and those people in your sphere of influence, I got to go back, point back to it. Those people in your sphere of influence, Tanya hits on it very big. They know 10, 15 other people that are in the real estate business that are fantastic, great people too. Right?
Yeah.
So how are you going to say, I'm different enough that I can grow my business, and you need to focus on me, and we can show you how to do that.
Okay, all right, we're going to get to the real point here in just a second to really be able to help you guys hone in on how to grow that sphere. But you got to remember, which is something we teach, that a strong brand answers these 5 questions. What sets you apart, who you serve, how you serve them, what qualifies you to serve them, and how it makes their life better. So when that brand is built and it's ready to go, most people look at us and say, now what?
Yeah.
Now what? Well, now it's time to put it out there, to market yourself. And we've been asked thousands of times, what is the best marketing plan for agents? And after years of working with agents all across the globe, we are confident that now we have what we call the perfect marketing plan for most agents.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to share the highlights of that with you today.
Yeah, there's 6 ways real estate agents should be marketing themselves, and a few platforms that we recommend, and also that you have to keep in mind, my firm uses all of these things religiously, okay? Not just us as a firm and a brokerage, but also the agents that we take to 6-figure incomes, all right? When you're ready to market your point of differentiation in a way that will help you not only sustain, but also grow your business, because that's very important. If you're not growing, you're dying. You have to be continually trying to grow your business. Here's the list of the 6 marketing channels that make the perfect marketing plan for most agents. Keep this in mind. You can tweak 1 or 2 things, but you got to have these as core in your plan.
You got it. Okay, so the first one will be no surprise, nothing more powerful than video. It's the next best thing to being there. There are at least 5 different types of videos every agent needs. And honestly, once those core videos are done, they can be used over and over to introduce yourself to your prospects, share what sets you apart, and a whole lot more. So, video.
Video. We're still using some videos that we cut 4 years ago, folks, and while we're creating new ones, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, number 2 is email marketing. No surprise here. You got to have your email marketing set up. If you are not doing your email marketing, you are a transactional agent. A transactional agent. You're just doing a transaction and looking for the next transaction. Email is the cheapest way to do it, and the cheapest way to let people know who you are and why they should do business with you. Get that email marketing plan going. Write you some emails that you're going to use and set them in the queue. Get you a CRM, even if it is just an Excel sheet. Keep up with those email addresses.
Yep, exactly. Third one is a little bit of a surprise because it's actually a marketing platform. And we put this one in its own category because it's actually a combination of video marketing and email marketing. And it's BombBomb. We highly recommend it. We actually use it. And BombBomb is an application that is used on desktop, tablet, or mobile that allows you to shoot a quick video on the go through that app and send it instantly, 1-to-1 or 1-to-many, in a branded frame, a branded email, complete with message, link, attachments. You can track the open rates, engagement,
the shares,
get emails as soon as somebody opens that BombBomb video. It's fantastic for on-the-go, personalized video and email marketing combined, and we absolutely love it.
Yep. Number 4, social media. Again, no surprise, but hey, if you're posting what you're having for breakfast and they don't know that you're in the real estate business and how you can help them, you're doing it wrong. That's just really what it boils down to. It's got to be shareable content. You got to shoot every day and constantly for shareable content, and you got to do it religiously.
All right. And number 5 is hyper-local opportunities. Michael and his agents really do this very well. But what we mean is most real estate agents don't do business in a 100-mile radius. They do business in about a 15 to 30-minute drive circumference around where they live. Some 5 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. So it's very localized. So look closely at your ideal customers and what they participate in, what they support and appreciate in their local community. opportunity. This might include advertising in a local print publication, a local event, having a banner or a billboard at your local high school stadium, whatever that may be. Those hyper local opportunities are key to success.
That's right. Go where your customers are.
Yep.
That's right. And then number 6 is postcards and greeting cards. You should be doing this religiously also. You should be doing this in your farming areas, and you'll hear me say this all the time, folks. Look, don't go out and buy the bulk rate mail from the post office and send 10,000 postcards unless you can afford to send 10,000 postcards 10 times. Don't do it. I'm telling you right now, I've been doing this 28 years. Do not do it. You're wasting your time. Pull your farming down to a manageable amount. If it's 200 houses, let it be 200. If it's 400, let it be 400. I don't think you should ever farm less than 200. I'm going to tell you that right now. And then get your postcards out and your greeting cards out telling people who you are, what you are, why you are, how you can help them, how it makes their life better. That's the information that you want to be sending them.
Yep, and the combination of these 6 things, this 6 core marketing plan, is that they not only help sustain your sphere of influence and keep your brand and what differentiates you out in front of the people already in your sphere, but also several of these elements help to grow beyond that sphere of influence.
Absolutely.
And that's what's critical. You sustain and barely grow with a sphere of influence doing it the way most agents do it. But if you put this plan into action, you're going to grow beyond that sphere of influence and increase that sphere as time goes by. And that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. And nurture that. And nurture it constantly. Folks, look, I'm telling you this from personal experience. Like, we live this. This is what we do as a company. And I learned it from Tanya 7 years ago when we started, 6 years ago when we started. And it's turned into millions of GCI for this company. Millions for Michael Carr and Associates. So I'm just passing this along to you guys because I know that you can do it too. And people ask us all the time, what do I do? Well, this
now
is what
you know.
Yeah.
Now you know. Okay, guys. So we appreciate you taking this time with us today. If you like this content, hey, like it, love it, share it, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Listen, we know this over here. We're always looking for prosperity, right? And we're working our way towards prosperity. But we're not just talking about money. We're talking about the 360 of an abundant life, of a content life, right? And we know at BrandFace that prosperity favors the bold. So we say be bold, folks, especially with your brand. And thank you, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.